It's time for the late midday show, featuring your host, Hardip Singh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Some of you, welcome for the first time. I'm, of course, Hardip Singh, and this is the Late Midday Show. Let's get to the news. Research finds that more and more Canadians are living alone than ever before, which comes as no surprise, especially for any of you that had roommates in college. I'm sure you don't want to do that again. And speaking of Canadians, research finds that more and more residents are traveling abroad in search of healthcare services. Which, if we're being honest, I'm also guilty of. The last time I went to the Dominican, I got my teeth whitened and my butt implants. Oh, you thought they were real? And some exciting news in the comedy world. Those of you that are fans of Trevor Noah can expect to see him at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival this year in Montreal. And no, that was not a paid-for commercial by Trevor Noah's people, but if you are watching, I'd love 2 to 8 tickets if possible. Now, for those of you that complain about your morning commute to work, should go ahead and leave that in the vault for the next few weeks, considering news about a New Zealand politician who was punched in the face on his way to work. James Shaw, the climate change minister and co-leader of the Green Party, was assaulted on his way to work. So if you think a little traffic is bad, at least it's not as bad as getting punched in the face. But then again, if I had to take a couple of jabs to the face to get to work in 3 minutes, it might be a price I'm willing to pay. And finally, Ontario is to ban cell phones from classrooms during instructional time. And I, for one, am outraged. Who hasn't used YouTube for instructions while building a shelf, learning how to cut their own hair, makeup tutorials, and of course customers being angry in retail stores? These are the key things. This is the fabric of our society, and I will not stand for this whole propaganda of traditional education getting in the way of good, wholesome value and entertainment. That being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I am, of course, Hardip Singh signing off, and I'll see you next week.